Glasshouse, a party trick.
Alexander, is it true that you can use a magic marker pen to make your penis resemble a surprised John Howard?
On the face of it, it looks a bit like that.
G'day folks, welcome to the Glasshouse, the program that asks the question, seeing there's such controversy about God Save the Queen, can't we sing another song to honour Elizabeth II? What about, whoa, Black Betty, bam-ba-lam? More news than forelocks being tugged this week. In New Zealand, possums have been playing havoc with naughty marijuana growers by eating all their crops. The problem for growers isn't that the possums eat a bit of their dope. The problem is that once they've eaten a bit, they get the munchies and end up eating it all. Possums are fun when they're stoned. It just takes one to go, hello, possums. There goes the day. In Townsville, a paving company has come up with an alternative to traditional bitumen. Sugar-coated roads. Great idea, said the Pope. Frankly, tarmac tastes pretty shite. According to the company, sugar roads are vastly superior, particularly if you're doing donuts. The sugar roads seem to work fine, but so far they've only been tested by the Oompa Loompa precision driving team. As the Queen and Prince Philip swan around the country waving and listening to her lovely song, we're all coughing up $3 million for their 5-day visit. And who says the government isn't spending money on old people? And this doesn't count all the gold British athletes are going to take home in the next 2 weeks. That could add an extra couple of dollars. Actually, it's only really $100,000 for accommodation, but the AWB drew up the contracts. Congrats!
Hi. Fashion news, Karl Wilgefeld. An Australian underwear company has produced a range of men's jocks that release vitamins into the skin to make the wearer feel revitalised. And at the end of the day, you can rub them on your face like a wet ones. The fabric contains micro-capsules of either vitamin C or ginseng, which have energising, regenerating properties. But do men really want anything regenerating down there? Especially after all the penicillin they've had to take to stop it generating in the first place. The company is even looking at underwear containing Viagra. Now, is that wise? I don't think the permanent tent pole look is ever going to catch on around the office. It's just not going to work. If they're impregnated with Viagra, you'd have to leave your undies on while you had sex. Still, this would help blokes who are genitally challenged, because they wouldn't have to take out the sock.
Go, girls!
I'm very, very angry. I'm angry at these people. What are you doing here? You should be in Melbourne at the bloody opening ceremony of the Commonwealth Games. It's on now. But at home, don't switch over. You're the only one watching. Seriously, though, the only person who shouldn't be at the opening ceremony is Ian Thorpe. He should be at home in an iron lung. If you're not really sick, Ian, if I see you down the shops in the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna get you. Seriously, though, poor old Ian. But, you know what, you could be at the opening ceremony because it's not sold out. It was sold out 3 months ago, apparently, but last week they found 20,000 tickets under the fridge. Oh, it's not sold out. I don't say I'm not into the spirit. I actually ran with the baton, the Queen's baton, and it's got a message inside it, which is from the Queen, and they're going to play it during the ceremony, but she'll actually be there, the lazy mole. Seriously, that's like her being at home, the phone rings, She leaves it for the bloody answering machine. Pick up the phone and talk to us, Queen. No, good on her.
All right, let's get to it. Joining me, Corinne and Dave, to throw some stones in the Glasshouse tonight, a man's man and a dancer's dancer, Molly Meldrum. And one of the greatest names in American stand-up, now starring at the Sydney Comedy Store, Rain Pryor. All right, movers and shakers. First up, Parramatta Community College in Sydney is running a new course which promises to teach single people about how to improve their chances of getting to first base. It'll also teach you how to set up a tent when you get there from which to mount your next challenge. The course is run by Karen Maloney, who found herself single after 18 years of marriage, then only ever had bad dates. She says the secret to successful dating is easy, or rather, being easy. Karen says we all put our defences up and now dating face on, then wonder why we don't get a second date. No wonder mine suck. My dating face looks like this. Corinne, you went out with Warnie for a while. Should blokes take dating classes?
No, I didn't. I'm suing you for that. No, I didn't. I love the fact that this woman has been divorced and then has only gone out on bad dates. And she's running a dating course for people. Doesn't that sound a little bit... I don't know, that's like going to see that doctor up in Queensland who keeps killing people to get your medical...
What about you, Rain? How do you find the dating scene?
I find it terrifying. Absolutely, my voice even cracked. Terrifying. Yeah, you know, I'm not good at dating. You know, my idea of a good date is good. Let's go to bed. And sorry. Yeah. Woo.
Wait, so you don't worry about dinner? It's just yeah.
No, look. If you're good in bed, it's gonna last. If you're not, you gotta go. So keep it simple.
What if you're not good in bed, but you're very good at apologising? Does that work?
Actually, you know, if you're not good in bed and you're good at apologising, I'm going to give you a blow-up doll for practice.
Do you reserve anything for personality, or is it all sexual technique?
Listen, personality comes out in sex. Where am I going with this? I have no idea.
Can I ask you this?
I should just have a sign that says whore.
Man, you are going to have so much fun in this country.
I have found, actually, this is a true tip for any guys out there.
Wait for this one.
No, I found on the
Hello,
first...
Dr. Phil.
Seriously, guys, on the first date, don't try to kiss them. Seriously, don't. At all.
Kiss what?
Well, them.
The woman in bed.
But I reckon girls, if you don't try the first time and then the second time, wow, it's all on real quick.
But if you weren't kissing on the first date and then at the end of the date they went, hey, I'd love you to come in and stay the night.
Oh, I'd go for it, absolutely. I'm not. Yeah, if you don't get to kiss on the first date, have one more crack. That's what
That's amazing, you know, and because, you know, I got into this health kick, you know.
Because you've been off the smokes and the booze, yeah? Mate?
Absolutely, yeah. And by doing that, you know, I now have just remembered what dates I've been out on.
So you like to be romanced, though, Molly?
I do,
yeah.
How would someone romance you, Molly? Like if someone was like, you know, if someone's at home right now thinking, I've always wanted Molly to, you know, do me a favour, so to speak. You know, how would they romance you?
Oh, you know, put on a nice record.
A record, Grandad. You know,
I don't mean a CD.
CDs? You want a record?
I mean put on a good record.
Right.
You mean vinyl or no? What?
No. I want to see what they've done beforehand.
All right. You want them to rock up like with a CV?
Yeah, I do.
With references.
Oh, you've been with him. Oh, whoa. I'm fussy, I can tell you right now.
Well, are you single at the moment, Rain, or is there?
I'm sort of, yeah, no,
you're-
I'm between.
You're between.
Yeah, I'm between.
But in Australia, you are. You're yeah.
And well, I'm here by myself, so I guess technically I'm single.
Seriously, you are selling so many tickets right now.
But what are you between? What are you between?
I'm between men.
Is that how you prefer it, between men?
No.
Hey, I tell you what, lucky you.
Our next movers and shakers are scientists from the University of California who've devised a questionnaire to help people over 50 predict how long they'll live. The more points you score, the less time you have. Being a man is worth 2 points, which is the same as having heart failure. Who wrote this questionnaire? Jermaine Greer? But I reckon they left out some very important questions. Do you have trouble seeing? 3 points. Hearing? 5 points. Have you got a bag on your head? 10 points. Are you in Guantanamo Bay? 80 points. Apparently the questionnaire has become popular at baby boomer dinner parties. Some people have a strange idea of party games. Personally, I think charades still has the edge on when will I be a corpse. Molly, you like to live dangerously. Want to take the death test?
Well, I think you've missed out on one very important question.
Which is?
Have you been on a shooting trip with Dick Cheney? Gone. Oh, sorry.
I tell you what, though, you keep off the grog. You're quite witty. You've lived it hard, Molly, haven't you? Let's be honest. You have gone hard, 100% hardcore the whole way. I know I'm seriously talking about.
Right.
You have had you have enjoyed your life.
To the full.
Yes.
I have, yes.
There have been nights when... Let's be honest, Molly, there have been nights when cane toads have licked you to get high.
You've nearly invited everyone in Australia around to your house for a party, basically.
That's right.
So, I mean, so explain. So you've never thought, I shouldn't do that because I want to live longer? Is that what you're thinking now, or what
No.
are you thinking?
I mean, I think the more the merrier, actually.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah, well...
And it's not a matter of living longer, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, I have, and I had to go through, that dancing show. And that nearly killed me, for God's sake. It's nearly killed everyone else, too. How's Kate?
Is that why you gave up the smoking and drinking, so you could prance around?
No.
Everything, any innocent comment gets turned into innuendo.
It is,
just
too,
when you're on
and
the
it's
show.
disgraceful. It's absolutely disgraceful.
Yeah, it's shocking of you to say innuendo, too. Shocking.
You know, you're a lot funnier since you've taken off all this fingernail stuff. Well, why have we got rid of that?
You sucked it off last time you were on the show.
When did we just turn into Beauty and the Beast?
Is this the Jerry Springer show?
No, but you have cleaned up
Are you
your act a
enjoying
bit.
this show? Aren't you enjoying being in Australia?
Yes, I love it. Yeah.
As good as your father's wit?
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, close.
Thanks for patronising us.
People that don't know, Richard Pryor is your father.
Yes.
Who was one of the most brilliant.
Yes,
Absolutely.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Nice to see.
Did Richard have a motto, Rain? What advice did he give you about, living your life? Did he ever give any advice?
No, he just said, live life, be honest, be your authentic self, and don't do drugs.
He didn't really say don't do drugs. What did you say to him when he said that?
I said, okay.
When he said don't do drugs, you must have looked at him and going, I can't, you did them all.
Will?
No, I mean, you've seen his stand-up. He talks about it.
I have.
It's okay.
But I never believe it when that happens like that, Do you understand when you say all this, it is for real?
That's for...
No, Molly, and you're straight as an arrow.
No, and I actually got a lot of sex when I was younger.
Audible.
What about
And I'll tell you what, those sheep have never been the same since.
Our favourite mover and shaker is a Virgin Atlantic flight attendant who caused a bit of trouble recently after her plane hit severe turbulence and she ran around screaming, "We're all going to crash!" I suppose after all those years of doing the entrances are here, here and here routine, you just want to see who was listening. Or maybe it's just a new security measure. The cabin crew yells, "We're all going to die!" And anyone who cheers is a terrorist. Rain,
Yes.
you might be a terrorist.
Oh, yes.
Don't you just love flying?
No, I don't actually.
Really?
Yeah, I'm terrified of flying. And I fly way too much for anybody, so.
What do you take pills or anything?
I don't
Like
take pills. I sit there and I go, like if I'm pregnant or something. So I know now I'm good practice in case I ever do get pregnant. You know, I sit there and panic and hold on to the person next to me. I'm like, I'm really sorry, but I'm scared.
Oh, God, that's awful.
I know.
How many flights have you had? You've flown a lot?
I fly about at least 5 to 6 times a month.
So in all that time you haven't thought, hang on, maybe this is okay?
No. I try to say, like, planes are meant to stay up in the air and not go down, you know, but then you always get, like, the one person when there's turbulence that screams.
Yeah.
And that's the person I want to turn around and go, fuck you!
So that person's not you? It seems like it is you.
I'm the silent, you know, I'm very silent about my fear, you know. I'll be the one that's dripping sweat and, like, shaking the whole time, and everyone's like, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm like,
You're the one who people think that you've got bombs strapped to you.
Yeah.
So is it takeoff or landing or the entire flight?
No, it's takeoff. Well, coming here, for example.
Yeah.
Well, how long was your flight here?
It was 5 hours, 6 hours from New York to Los Angeles, and then 16 hours from Los Angeles to here. So taking off and the land, and then once like you're on the plane, it's like at the 10th hour, you know, I'm flying over, realizing there's nothing but water underneath. I'm like, okay, I can swim. You know, I'm thinking I can swim if we go down. I counted the rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because I watched this whole program on flight attendants and what they do underwater.
Sure.
I'm like, okay, I could do this. I could get out. I could unstrap myself. But what if the person's dead next to me? Oh my God, what am I going to do? I'm going to panic. And all of a sudden, I'm like, and then you realize time has passed, and.
So you're basically scared for 16 hours though in the air.
Yeah.
It's like being a party at Molly's house.
Yeah, and I guess I've had a couple of Qantas stewards yelling out, "We're going to crash, we're going to crash!"
As long as they're not yelling out, "My entrances are here and here."
Right.
Are you a good flyer, Molly? You fly around the world a lot.
I am a good flyer, and I fly a lot. Yes, you're right, I do fly a lot.
I'm talking about on planes now, Molly.
Sorry, yeah, I fly with them as well, you know. No, I mean, like, it can be scary at times.
Where was it? Have you had a big one, a bad one? You know, I mean, you might, because you do. You're all over the world. When's the?
We had one where we had to land in Beirut one time, and we had a bomb scare, and then another time I didn't catch a plane, and in fact it blew up over the Irish Ocean.
What?
Yes.
Really? Why didn't you catch the plane?
Because
Not that I wanted you on the plane, but
because there was a friend of mine was having a party, and he convinced me to stay. You know, that's absolutely true.
Later in the Glasshouse, Shane Warne explains why he still tries to pick up women even when he's pissed and drooling.
It should be a test of your character. It should be a test of your skill.
John Howard makes Alexander Downer the minister for shameless ass-kissing.
That's just great.
And in a bid to beat drug tests, Commonwealth Games cyclists inject the steroids into their bikes.
tonight's question on the Glasshouse is, what sort of food would make a good weapon? Let's find some answers. All right, what sort of food makes a good weapon?
I know it might be a bit cliche, but you know the big French breadsticks.
Yeah.
Freeze one of them, you could rob a bank with one of them things.
You ever hit anyone over the head with a frozen breadstick?
I don't know. Have I hit anyone?
You hit this bloke. Has he ever hit you over there with a frozen breadstick?
No, he hasn't.
But he's hit you over there with something.
Yeah, probably.
You
Yeah.
can't remember.
Nah, can't remember.
Memory's gone.
Yeah.
What sort of food makes a good weapon?
Well, I was thinking chili con carne, but you got to eat it early and so the weapon's ready.
Oh, right, so it's a slow burn, your weapon?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, right.
Frozen leg of lamb.
A frozen leg of lamb. Yeah, right. There'd be a lot of weight behind that, wouldn't it?
You wrap it in plastic, and then you cook it afterwards.
Wow, that's pretty cool, isn't it?
A little bit too much thought gone into that one.
It's like the lamb's revenge. Someone killed it, so why can't it kill someone else?
Exactly. Power to the lamb.
What sort of food makes a good weapon?
Oh, I think anchovies do.
Oh, really? Why does the anchovy make a good weapon?
Because everyone always underestimates the anchovy.
Yeah. Good point. The anchovy, one of the most underestimated foods ever. What food makes a good weapon?
Chili, because it's very hot. And if you get it in your eyes, it's ow.
That would be terrible. Have you ever had chili in your eye?
I haven't, but I've heard of boys cutting chili and then accidentally going to the toilet afterwards and, yeah, being in 7 different kinds of trouble.
Oh, right, so boys cut chili, it's on their hands, and then they touch their downstairs bits.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Imagine if we got in that eye.
In vicious news for vandals, police in the New South Wales town of Picton want shops to stop selling eggs to young people after a series of unprovoked eggings on homes, businesses, cars and the elderly. You know what it's like, one kid gets a fresh carton and he eggs the others on. They just steal what they need. Yes, there's evidence eggs are being poached. Strap yourself in. One particular gang has the town in the grip of fear. They're known as the Dirty Dozen. They were even listening to the police band until they scrambled the signal. It's a delicate issue. The cops are walking on eggshells. But one officer justified the ban, saying, for too long, kids around here have had free range. Kearsey, I'd like your help. Sure. I want you to be a crime... I want you to be a crime-related chicken bomb, and we're going to interview you. First question, Cookie Dave. First question, Cookie Dave. Are you a bad egg?
Am I a bad egg? No. It's all a beat up.
Can I ask,
Bring back memories, Molly.
I just think you're taking safe sex too far again. Jesus, look at you. What was it like being laid?
Well, that was a tight squeeze, I must admit. I can't help it if I'm big.
have you got anything to say to the people who are throwing you and your siblings and your comrades around the place?
Yeah, I have, actually. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to say something to those people. Think about it. Imagine if I and my mates threw you and your mates around. Yeah.
Sorry to bring this up, but how would you do that? You have no arms.
I'd pay people. Do it for me.
Oh, so you have money?
I have money, yeah.
How do you get the money?
I've got a little nest egg.
Do you mind being known in the gay community as an egghead?
What is this gay community you speak of? Somewhere we can all have fun.
What cracks you up?
What cracks me up? Stupid questions. A serious interview or what? Wasting my time.
Will you be doing yourself up for Easter?
I don't believe in Easter.
What?
You don't believe in Easter eggs?
No, I don't believe in Easter or Easter eggs.
Why?
Because I think they cheapen the whole egg experience.
So then how do you feel with Humpty Dumpty getting all the hype?
Well, exactly. What a wanker, Humpty Dumpty. Shouldn't have sat in the fence in the first place.
Being such a brilliant comedian as you are...
I'm an egg.
Well, no, as an egg.
I don't even know what comedy is.
No.
I'm just telling my story.
No, I was waiting for the next yoke.
Leave the comedy to the eggs.
Yes, it's time to award the coveted Glasshouse trophy, which this week is called... And the winner of the Super Nanny Handlebars of Love comes from Sudan, where a man caught having relations with a goat has been forced to marry the animal. Her name's Donna. Donna Kebab. The village women are depressed. Why is it all the best guys are either gay or married to goats? So the trophy goes to the Sudanese goat lover and his bleating bride. As far as we know, they're still together. In fact, they've got kids. Well, that's the way it is for Wednesday, March the 15th. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Molly. And let's take a look at tomorrow's headlines. According to the Canberra Times, Jana Pittman calls off UK move. Whinging, much more competitive over there. The West Australian says ALP searches for more popular leader. Sadly, Milosevic dies before pre-selection. In the Herald Sun, Queen opens games. Told by Toy Shop, you have to pay for those now. And from the Gold Coast Bulletin, Michelle Leslie's urine spiked with ecstasy. Now selling on Cooter streets, $20 a hit. Good night.